What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am back to continue the coverage of Transit Love Season 4, and this was the best episode by far. Like, this was really interesting, and I cannot wait to get into it with you guys because so much has happened and there's a lot to break down. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So the MVP of this episode is Baekhyun, which comes as a surprise because I really wasn't too much of a fan of Baekhyun this whole time. I feel like he just was putting on too much of an act with the way he was acting. Like, he was acting way too easygoing, but he showed like a very different side of him. He showed emotions, and I feel like if we get more of this side of him for the rest of the season, he could rise up in ranks for me. So hence why he's my MVP. And just this scene, oh my gosh, let's just get right into it. So this episode, it starts off with Baekhyun being mad about getting the message that says that your ex didn't choose you, when like they all sent off their messages. And this picture here that I have as my icon, this is one of like the best scenes of exchange of all time. Like the way he stared her down, like he was looking at her like, oh, you want to play this game? Like, y'all, it is insane, especially with the context that we are given later. But let's take it slow. Okay, so he got the text saying that his ex didn't choose him, and Ji Young kind of peeved it. She was like, okay, he's acting kind of different. So just right off the bat, like not even like 2 minutes in the episode, it's revealed that Baekhyun and Hunji are exes. Which the way episode 4 ended off, I kind of peeped it because he just was acting really different. Like, it kind of showed. So let's get into this sit down. So Baekhyun, he was acting pretty brand new here. Like, everything just seems so premeditated. One thing that stuck out to me was that Hunji said that her hands were sweating, and then he took out a handkerchief. And Baekhyun just, like, he does not give the type to have a handkerchief in his pocket. He said that his heart was fluttering. Like, he showed, like, explicit interest in her. He was straight up flirting. Like, it was, like, very mild, but he was really flirting with her. So it was shown that they dated from December 2018 to December 2020. They met Ju Hunji's friend's friend at a gathering. Baekhyun then asked for her number. She saw him as a younger guy, as she is older. In the beginning of the relationship, Baekhyun was getting ready for his enlistment, and Hunji didn't really want to continue to pursue this relationship. So he vowed to write a letter to her every day, and that's how Hunji ended up easing up on him a bit. Baekhyun then got injured while he's in the military, and Hunji moved in with him and his parents. So I feel like this is where like the marriage comments come from. I feel like during this period, this was where I feel like Baekhyun started to like see like her as like a potential wife. Baekhyun described this as the toughest moment of his life. When Baekhyun was discharged from the military, they began to fight about a whole bunch of nothing. One incident that stuck out to me was when Hunji said, "Do I look pretty?" And they were on like a public street, and Baekhyun then said, "There's a bunch of pretty people around us," something like that. And like it was weird. It gave Heedu and Nayoung just like, why'd you have to say that? But Baekhyun finally broke it off for good. In the sit down, Baekhyun said that he thinks that she'll be popular. And then he was talking about he wants to do water sports and activities with her, and said that he might get jealous. Y'all peep that. Like right off the bat, like at least he's like admitting that he might be jealous, but that's crazy how he kind of just was like trying to play it off. Baekhyun said that this was the relationship that he regretted the most, and if we take a look at their clocks, Hunji is at 6 o'clock, which means that she's 50-50 with getting back with Baekhyun, and Baekhyun is at 12 o'clock, which means he has no feelings, which is a lie. And then we are brought back to the present time, and Hunji peeps Yoonyoung and Baekhyun pretty quickly, which her intuition is completely correct because those two did have something brewing up into her arrival. So Hunji pulls Yusik to talk, and Baekhyun was just not allowing them to talk. He's like following them all over the house. So Yusik had to quietly tell Hunji that they should be at 2 o'clock outside, and Baekhyun was quick to clock that whole interaction. So during this whole ordeal, Baekhyun was in the kitchen like trying to act all busy, and he broke a cup. So his whole nonchalant act was gone as soon as he broke that cup. So I was like, bro, like you clearly have feelings for her. But let's get into this talk. So Hunji and Yusik, they go outside, and basically this conversation was just them agreeing to tell people about their secret date. Yusik was trying to like have her ease off on the idea a little bit because he proposed that she waited until she was there for like a little bit longer, but she just was like, I'm just gonna tell everyone. I don't think it's like a big deal because it wasn't like he had a big part in that date, but let's put a pin in that. So mind you, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and Baekhyun is still in the kitchen. So when they come inside, Hunji comes in first and he caught her reflection, so he immediately just was like not feeling it. I feel like it hurts more because she was showing interest in Yusik. And, like, the two of them had, like, this bromance thing going on. So that's how I feel like that's where his mindset is. So while all this drama is happening upstairs, the ladies are talking downstairs. Yoonyoung, Jihyung, and Jiyoung. And I found this conversation kind of interesting. The only thing that I'm gonna point out is that Jiyoung said that she absolutely would never get back with her ex. She said that once you break up with someone, there's no getting back. So I just wanted to go ahead and point that out. She has expressed this a lot in the past already, but she is making it known that, like, her ex, like, they are done for. So I of course wanted to pass on that information as well. Baekhyun, Woojin, and Yusik are in the kitchen, and Baekhyun asks Yusik how will he feel about a girl who has a filthy house. Yusik said as long as there aren't any cockroaches, he's fine. And I found this kind of weird because when they revealed that Hunji and Baekhyun were exes, they actually ended up getting a fight because Baekhyun was cleaning up her bathroom or something like that, and he filled the bathroom up with Clorox bleach, and they ended up getting a fight. So this was a very pointed question. I don't understand why he asked this. This was very Hidu coded. Like, I don't know. This was just such a weird interaction to me. Jiyoung goes into Wonkyu's room to talk to him because they didn't talk all day. He had that date with Minkyung and then she went bowling. So in this conversation, she basically was saying that he was it for her and that she would respect him if he does explore other connections, but she just would love for him to come back to her. So Jiyoung, she's putting all her eggs in one basket. So it seems like Jiyoung has no want to explore, which is crazy because she liked him from, like, first sight. I guess, like, he is her type to a T. I usually don't really support when, like, someone is hooked on one person, but go you, girl. She's expressing her interest. I wish that the guys were being this explicit. Like, the guys are, like, just chilling right now. I feel like I'm watching not exchange at this point, but yeah, go Jiyoung. All right, so let's get into Shrimpgate. So Baekhyun said that he wouldn't want his friend to peel shrimp for his girlfriend. Yin Young then asked if he gets jealous, and then he said no. He said that the girlfriend should refuse the shrimp and said that it's about respect for each other. So I found this whole situation kind of funny because I know that, like, cultures are different, but, like, what is wrong with peeling shrimp for somebody? Like, if you peel a shrimp, you're just like, oh, here. I don't get the problem, but I just wanted to bring up this whole situation because that was funny. In the same conversation, Baekhyun said that he wants to be madly in love again and said that it has been a while. Yoonyoung asks if their ex is bothering them, and Baekhyun said that he is more important than his ex. So then everyone goes to bed, and Baekhyun, he grabs his letter from his closet, and then he rereads it, the ex introduction letter, and then he cries, and then he becomes a madman, because, mind you, he's been up for, like, probably over 24 hours by now. So he makes a pot of curry, and then he goes to bed. Then everyone wakes up probably, like, 3 hours later, and Hongji, she tells Minkyung about the date. It's crazy how, like, she landed on Minkyung. So she said that she didn't pick Yusik. So I think that, like, Minkyung's mind is running because I feel like in her mind, she probably compared Yusik with Jihyung, and, like, I just feel like she sees him being paired up with everyone, but she hasn't really had success in her pairing because she tried to get along with Baekhyun, but he didn't even text her back after their date, and then she had that date with Wonkyu, and that was just an epic fail. So I feel like Minkyung is like, wow, Yusik is really having fun, and I'm here suffering. But yeah, this seems to be like a dog pile that is just getting bigger in her mind. But Baekhyun, he denies making the curry, which this was just such a weird situation to me. He said that he wanted to make food so that his ex can talk to other people and get to know the rest of the cast, but I just still think that this is really weird. But after this, we get into Minkyung and Yusik's talk. I feel like they're gonna have, like, an argument every episode. I'll live for it. But Minkyung basically pulls him to, like, confront him because Yusik, he has been staying up all night, and one of the reasons why they broke up was because he was, like, sleeping all the time, and, like, he didn't make time for, like, anniversaries and stuff because he was always sleeping. But as I already said, I feel like it kind of just was, like, a weird situation because he was working, like, he was trying to make a living, so of course he's tired. But I do feel like with this instance, I feel like he's up because he's trying to make the best of this experience, although this is a very awkward experience. Because if you're thrown in a house with your ex, I feel like he's just trying to form relationships. But she was pretty mad about this. I kind of get where she's coming from because, like, all of a sudden, how does he have all this energy to stay up, but he couldn't even stay up to, like, talk with her? But yeah, like, this argument was kind of crazy, but I don't know, like, I get both sides. I feel like I say this all the time, but I get both sides. And plus, like, this house, it brings out different emotions. But that's the end of this episode. Alright, so since we didn't get any text messages in this episode, I'm going to do an X prediction. So we have Yusik and Minkyung and Baekhyun and Hunji, which are confirmed. But I'm starting to think that Wonkyu's ex isn't here. I don't know. I just have this feeling because I was thinking for the longest that Yoon Young was his ex. So I'm kind of like second guessing myself. So I paired Ji Young and Woo Jin with each other because the way that Ji Young talks about her ex, like she's done with him, and Woo Jin, he seems pretty over her. Although he did say that one time, like when he opened up his package, he did say that he missed her at that moment. But I feel like it's just like water under the bridge. Because I believe that both of their exes wasn't in at first, but now I kind of believe that they're both exes and just have that dynamic where like they're over each other. And I'm thinking that Ji Hyung's ex isn't here because she is so sporadic. If her ex is here, that'd be kind of crazy. I did kind of pair her with like Wonky, like a little bit, like just for a second. It's crazy how I'm pairing both Ji Hyung and Yoon Young with Wonky. Wonky, like, he is not readable at all. Like, I cannot predict who his ex is. Like, the rest of the cast who hasn't been confirmed, it is so hard to predict. And then I have Yoon Young as the last person who I believe whose ex has not arrived yet. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this in, but I am not sure. If you guys have any predictions, leave them down below because I would love to see. But yeah, episode 6 is dropping soon. We'll be getting the job reveals, and I can't wait to see these jobs. I'm actually more curious about the ages, low-key. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and end off this video, and I'll see you guys soon.